events. Thank you so much for our community partners for being a part of this event. I want to say the Rotary Lionsgate, Little Kitchen Academy, MONOVA, North Shore Family Services, and the City of North Vancouver Library are all set up, so go have some fun activities. They have all got activities for you to enjoy, so swing by and take a look there. We also have free hot chocolate being given out, which, you know, if it was rainy and drizzly, that would be even more enticing, but I would take one anyways because it's delicious and seasonal. So thank you, Shipyards Coffee and Cafe Artigiano, that are doing free hot chocolate. So you can head over to Cafe Artigiano just over there, over to the Polygon on that side there, and grab your free hot cocoa today. At this time, I'd like to gratefully acknowledge that we're hosting this event on the unceded Coast Salish territories, the traditional and ancestral territories of the Squamish and Tsleil-Waututh nations. I'd now like to introduce Cheryl Rivers from the Squamish Nation, who is here to open our Spirit of the Season Festival with a traditional welcome. Unfortunately, Dennis Thomas from the Tsleil-Waututh Nation was scheduled to join us today, but he is sick, so we wish him well. Cheryl, please come on up.
Thank you, Sarah. Chinoy siam siai anagueto, anhat squalwinti it stays. Siam tanat monedi honest kushamansna. Cheryl Rivers Cleansna, Chenwa Hue Scot Mushoch, Chenwa Hue Aslahan Ochomeoch, Hoichach Chisha Tameoch, Hoichach Chasiam, Hoichach Hakuchanak. Good afternoon. I'm almost going to be evening pretty soon with all the beautiful lights coming on. As Sarah mentioned, my English name is Cheryl Rivers. My two ancestral names are Siamtanat and Mulnady, and I come from the Squamish Nation, and I come from this village here, which I acknowledged in Squamish language as Oslahan. And according to the Indian Act and Indian Affairs, they also named it Mission Indian Reserve Number 1. So I always brag that I come from the number 1 reserve in Squamish Nation, and you're now standing on the number 1 reserve. Oslahan is all this area here, and for those that don't know, in the late 1880s, around 1884, 1886, we were unveiling our church, St. Paul's Church. It's just on Esplanade, just by Mosquito Creek Marina over here. And my ancestors were celebrating the opening. It took years and years because there was no electricity or nothing back then, and no like electric tools and things to build it. So it took several years to build, and so they were celebrating the opening of it. And my ancestors looked across, and there was a big fire happening in Gastown. Vancouver was all trees mostly, and it wasn't developed like what we see in the skyline today. So my ancestors got in their canoes and they paddled across and they rescued everyone from the Great Fire in Vancouver and brought them over here. I always say, I guess we needed a bigger celebration and launching to open up our St. Paul's Church. And many stayed here. Many then became part of mayor and council. And of course, once you came over here and you're by the mountains, how could you not want to leave this beautiful space? So just a little bit of background and history as to how the city of North Van came to be was we rescued a lot of people from the fire in Gastown, and then everybody ended up staying here with us. And so today it's an honor. I'm actually City of North Van appointed by Mayor and Council as the Museum and Archive Commission for MONOVA. So if you haven't had a chance, go visit the new museum on Esplanade as well. And it's very important for me to share a lot of our history and our culture. For those of you that are here visiting or here that are living here, to understand the Squamish history in this area. So I'm going to open up and sing a Greeting of the Day song. This is a song that we usually start to sing and welcome in a new day, a new beginning, or for a new event. So to kick off this celebration for Christmas, and to wish you all much love, peace, and happiness. Osiam. Whoa. And so I wish you all the best. You're going to have a great performance from Eagle Song dancers coming up, and then exciting to see the tree lighting and all the activities. So please enjoy yourselves and stay warm and stay safe. Osiem, Hoicha. Thank you.
Excellent. Where did my council go? You're supposed to be coming up. I'm Linda Buchanan. I'm the mayor in the city of North Vancouver, and it's my honor and privilege to serve in this role. Before we begin, I would like to thank Cheryl Rivers and the Eagle Dancers, and I would like to also acknowledge that we are gathered on the traditional territories of the Squamish, the Tsleil-Waututh, and the Musqueam peoples. And these nations, the lands and waters remain really important to these nations, and it's really important as we gather and celebrate the season that we remember that this has been the home of the Coast Salish people since time immemorial. And I really thank them for sharing their lands with us. And for us in the city of North Vancouver, we have very strong relationships with our Indigenous governments, and we work together on many, many shared priorities, which is something that we value very importantly in the city. On stage, I'd also like to acknowledge this is a new term for council, and so I would like to acknowledge that I am joined by Councillor Jessica McElroy, Councillor Holly Back, Councillor Angela Gerard, and Councillor Shervin Shariari. And I know Councillor Bell was unable to make it, and I'm thinking Councillor Valente perhaps is somewhere in the crowd. But we are thrilled to be your council again this year for the next 4 years, and so it's great to be back. We are also so excited to be celebrating Christmas and the opening of the spirit of the season today with you, all of you. And I couldn't, how great is this weather? So, thank you for braving the cold, although it's not too bad right now, but I think it is going to dip a little bit in the next little while. Despite that, this is one of my favorite events of the year. There is something so magical and warming about coming together, and I think over the last several years, it's been a little bit more difficult for us to gather. So this year, it feels really, really special to have everyone here together celebrating. And I think for us in the city, we value very importantly, it's about family, it's about friends, and it's really about community. And the season is also about love, hope, and renewal. And I think we can all agree that we all need a little bit more of those things in our life these days. On days like this, I often think about our community's most vulnerable people. And so for us, as we're gathered here and celebrating, for many people in our community, this is a very difficult time of year. And I know we're all stretched a little bit in terms of affordability, but I would just ask for this season, if you have a little bit extra to give, if you can think about giving whatever you're able to many, many of our nonprofits across the North Shore and here in the city who help to make this season a little bit brighter for families, whether it's through food hampers, toy drives, etc. So really, please think about what you're able to give. It is very much appreciated. And I think what's really important is over these last 3 years, we did come together as community, and time again, we saw that generosity in making sure that we supported the most vulnerable and those that needed us the most during that time. So if we can do that again this season, that would be wonderful. So on behalf of council, I want to thank you so much for coming out. I want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, however you choose to celebrate. There is lots and lots of things to happen tonight, but there's going to be lots of programming and things happening down at the shipyards and across the city of North Vancouver throughout the next several weeks over the holiday season. So please take the opportunity to come out and spend time with your family and friends. So with that, I think we're going to take a little walk from here over to the other side, where we're going to do a little countdown and light up our Christmas tree. So, who'd like to follow? Hello. Would you three little ladies like to follow me over to the tree? Perhaps with your parents as well. So, if you're not coming over to this side, have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Enjoy your evening, and thank you for coming out and celebrating in the city of North Vancouver. Cheers. Welcome to the city of North Vancouver for our annual tree lighting and Spirit of the Season kickoff. I hope you're all having a wonderful time, and thank you for joining us. I will just joined by members of council, and I'm just going to repeat again, just in case you didn't hear, Councillor Jessica McElroy, her daughter Katie, Katie, sorry. Councillor Gerard, Councillor Shervin Shariari, Councillor Holly Back, and Councillor Tony Valente. So we're thrilled to be back and thrilled that you're all here to join us. And I think I should say our special guest today, Mr. Claus, Santa Claus, and Mrs. Claus. So we're very thrilled that they were able to come and join us today. So I think without further ado, I'm gonna grab our switch. Okay, I'm gonna be down here. Okay, so we're gonna all do a countdown. From what do you think, 10 or 5? 5, okay. Okay, so here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas from the city of North Vancouver. Have a fabulous holiday season and enjoy your evening.
It's December 2nd. The snow begins to fall. Babe, I'm getting ready. We're gonna have a ball. So, babe, let's hang our stockings and put those presents beneath the tree. 'Cause, baby, it's that time of year again. Christmas is here. It's time for celebrations. The holidays have come. Gonna grab another drink, give that guy a cheeky wink. You know it's time to have some fun. We'll get the champagne flowing and toast away another year. 'Cause, baby, it's that time of year again. Christmas is here. Come on, baby, let's raise our glasses, because Christmas time is here. It's time for singing and dancing. Baby, let's spread a little Christmas cheer. We'll sing the same old songs. Mariah will reappear. And when this comes to an end in the week, we'll go again, welcoming a happy new year. For now, we'll keep on singing with the ones that we hold.